kriyatang yate kutopi labbhate tatra lolamopi mullamekalam janmakati sukritirna labbhate. अनेकों जन्म सुकृति के द्वारा
after the sukriti from many lives
पालन करते हुए जो वस्तु हम
is
प्राप्त नहीं
mature
कर
and
सकते
accumulated. That thing you cannot attain by Vaidhi-bhakti, but that thing you can attain by Rag-bhakti, means attained by the price of your greed. It becomes easily available. Those who have the hearts completely immersed in Krishna Prema, what should you do with one person like this? You should associate with him, and by the price of your greed you should buy it. You have to pay the price of your greed. We heard also there are many names of Vaidhi-bhakti, and Raganuga-bhakti also has many names. Vaidhi-bhakti is called shastra-anushasana-mayi-bhakti. Shastra-anushasana means it's Vaidhi-bhakti. It's regulated by the injunctions of the scriptures. So shastra-anushasana-mayi-bhakti. And also another name of Vaidhi-bhakti is bhayi-utpadika-bhakti, because it makes you fearful, like, and for you to follow the rules. For example, people don't want to follow Ekadashi, so you make them fearful, like, oh, if you don't follow Ekadashi, then you'll suffer from sin. On the day of Ekadashi, if you eat, it will be very harmful, this and that. This will be a sinful activities. On the day of Ekadashi, you should not eat. Shastra explains we should do Nirjala Ekadashi. Isn't it? How to follow Ekadashi? Nirjala. Even don't take any water. But in Kali Yuga, it's not possible, right? That's why there's a small exception. Okay, in the day of Ekadasi, you should not eat the 5 kinds of grains. This rule is there. In the day of Ekadashi, you should fast and chant holy names, sit in front of Lord. Upavas means sit close to Lord. You should sit in front of Lord, very close to Him. And stay awake whole night during Ekadashi also. What should you do during the night? You should stay awake whole night, doing kirtan. People in this world, they also spend whole night awake because of Devi. They do this, you know, don't they? Until 3 a.m. He says, oh, but nobody is staying awake whole night in the temple. He said, oh, you're not doing, so no one is doing. Actually, all Vaishnavas are staying awake whole night, but you're not seeing. The Vaishnavas are transcendental. Actually, Vaishnavas, they never sleep. They always remember Bhagavan. And also Gurudev said before, maybe some people, they have some illness in the body, that's why they don't stay awake whole night. And now Gurudev is saying, don't go for the negative, go for the positive. Because the devotee says, I don't see any devotee staying awake whole night here in Ekadashi. So Gurudev said all this. Bhayi-utpadika-bhakti. Shastra-anushasana-mayi-bhakti is also called Vaidhi-bhakti also. Aishwarya-mayi-bhakti also called. Because you serve thinking that God is like supreme. That's why it's also called Aishwarya-mula-bhakti. Raganuga-bhakti also has many names. For example, such as, do you remember? Lobha-mayi-bhakti, like I just said. Also, Swabhaviki-prema-mayi-bhakti is like natural love for Lord. If you have some samskara from previous lives, impressions from previous lives, according to the samskaras, naturally you have love and affection towards Lord. When you hear the glories of the Vrajavasi's love, so under the guidance of these Vrajavasis, you want to serve this sweetness mood. This is called Raganuga-bhakti. The eternal associates of Lord. In their hearts they have natural deep attachments towards Lord in their hearts. For example, Hanuman. He's Ragatmik Jan. Hanuman, he is a Ragatmik Jan. Brajavasis, they are also Ragatmik. Means in their heart they have natural Rag for Lord. They are called Ragatmik. So, we're discussing about the Raganuga-bhakti. It's actually Braj Raganuga-bhakti specifically. Like how the Brajavasis, they have a natural attachment, love for Krishna. They are always absorbed in Krishna, in their love. Ragatmika Bhakti has two symptoms. One is Ishtesarasika Raga and Param Abhishna. Means according to their own rasa. They always have so much love and affection towards Krishna. For example, in the Dasya mood, the devotees are Raktak and Patrika, for example. Sakhya-rasa, so Bal Shridam. In Vatsalya-rasa, Nanda Jashoda. In madhurya-rasa is Vraja-gopis. They are so absorbed. So the main thing is the sthai-bhava, their mood. The sthai-bhava is that mood who never changes, which never changes, remains eternally. Another point, Abhishta, they are always absorbed. What is to be absorbed? Abhishta. Not even for a moment. They forget Bhagavan, not even for a moment there. People of this world, they are always absorbed in material things. Always. People of this world, they are absorbed in material things. Lust, anger, and all these things. So in the same way, the devotees of Lord, they are always absorbed in remembering Bhagavan's pastimes. All these also we discussed. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati. Their minds, their hearts is completely absorbed in Krishna Ras, like the Ras of that mood, their own mood. So if you associate with this kind of great personalities, you just sit near them and hear Hari Katha. After hearing, one kind of greed will come in the heart to get this kind of mood. Like Nanda Jashoda, if you hear about their love, their devotion towards Krishna, if you hear, then a natural lobe, greed will come. Like, oh, I also want, under the guidance of Nanda Jashoda, I also want serve Krishna in Vatsalya-rasa in the same way. After hearing about the love of the gopis, also you feel some greed in your heart. For example, oh, just like the gopis, I will also, under their guidance, I'll serve. Serve under the guidance. But ahangra-aha-upasana, if you think I am Nanda, I am Jashoda, if you serve thinking I am Nanda, I am Jashoda, This is ahangra-aha-upasana.
अद्वैतवादी जैसे
Like the Advaitavadis, monists, they think they are Brahma.
ब्रह्मवादी में चले जाते हैं। ठीक उसी
So in the
प्रकार
same way,
मैं ललिता हूँ, मैं विशाखा हूँ,
I am Lalita, I am Vishaka, this kind of feeling. If you have this mood while serving, this is called ahangra-aha-upasana. What did I say? Ahangra-aha-upasana. You cannot say, I am Lalita. You are not Lalita. I am the serving. I want to serve Krishna under the guidance of Lalita. This is the mood you should have. Anugatya-mayi-seva.
इसलिए रागानुगा-भक्ति अवलंबन करते करते सहायक रूप में
So following Raganuga-bhakti, naturally,
वैधि-भक्ति की कथा वो क्या हो, वैधि-भक्ति धीरे धीरे में वो शिथिल हो जाता है। शिथिल माने कम हो जाता है।
Vaidhi-bhakti starts to decrease slowly.
पालन तो करते।
So you're following the rules,
वो विधि नियम
but the rules
अधिक रूप में कहाँ जाते हैं? कृष्ण सेवा में चले जाते हैं।
generally they go to the service of Krishna.
बहुत लोग इस शब्द के करें।
Many people take these
कथा परित्याग कर लेंगे।
and think that you have to they give up Vaidhi-bhakti, which is not true.
लोग सोचते हैं विधि
People think, oh,
छोड़ दे।
I'll just give up the rules.
किंतु ये बात शास्त्र की
But
तात्पर्य नहीं।
this is not the real meaning of the scriptures, no. Not at all.
लोग क्या करते हैं? बोले
Many people, they say, they think,
यदि पालन
oh,
करें
if I follow the rules,
तो हम राग भक्ति
then I cannot follow Rag Bhakti, right? So that's why many people, they give up the rules. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, no.
स्वाधीनता रत्न दाने राग मार्गी करानो प्रवेश।
Bhaktivinoda Thakur says
राग मार्ग में प्रवेश करने के लिए
that to enter Raga Marga, you must follow Vidhi Marga first, the rules and regulations.
विधि भक्ति पालन करते करते साहब
Following Vidhi Marga, slowly,
राग भक्ति में वो प्रवेश करें।
the person will be able to enter
भक्ति के जो नियम बताया गया
Raga Marga.
आदु गुरुपदाश्रय।
So what is Vidhi Marga? Path of rules and regulations. First, Adu Guru Padashraya, you take shelter of the lotus feet of Guru, follow the 4 limbs of Bhakti. 4 limbs of Bhakti are described. Adu Guru Padashraya.
शिक्षा विश्रम भेनो गुरु सेवा ये समस्त
First, take shelter of lotus feet of Guru, take Diksha, Shiksha, perform intimate service to him. Follow the 4 limbs of Bhakti.
तो राग भक्ति में कुछ नियम भी है।
So, there are some rules in Raga Bhakti. What are the rules for following Raga Bhakti? Do you remember?
भावमयी साधन, भाव संबंधी
Bhavamai sadhan, Bhav Sambandhi sadhan, Bhav Anukul, then Bhav Pratikul, and Bhav
अविरुद्ध
Obiruddha.
प्रकार की
5 kinds
राग भक्ति की साधन बताया गया।
of sadhan. Remember that.
रागानुगा भक्ति की 5 प्रकार की साधन।
5 kinds of sadhan in Raganuga bhajan.
भावमयी साधन,
Bhavamai sadhan,
शांत दास सख्य वात्सल्य और
Shanta Dasa Sakya Vatsalya Madhurya.
5 मुख्य भाव कहा गया
5 main
और
bhavas
7 जो है गौण भाव
and 7 Gauna Bhava.
है क्या क्या?
What are the 7 ones?
हाँ 5 मुख्य रस है। पहले भाव होता है,
First,
आगे जाकर कोई भाव
Bhav, and then this Bhav later on
रूप में
will manifest in the form of Ras.
हास्य अद्भुत वीर विभत्स करुण
Hasya, Adbhut, Veer,
7
Vibhatsa, Karun. There are 7 Gauna Rasas, secondary Rasas, Gauna Rasas.
है। उसमें मुख्य क्या रहेगा?
So the main thing will be,
भाव रहेगा,
one Bhav will be main,
जिसको स्थायी भाव कहा जाता है,
which is called
इसलिए
Sthai
भावमयी
Bhav.
साधन
That's why Bhavamai sadhan.
है। रागानुगा भक्ति में कोई न कोई एक भाव को आपको
You must follow one Bhav
स्थिर रखना पड़ेगा।
and fix yourself in that Bhav.
साधन काल में भी एक भाव को जो है
Even in the sadhana stage, you have to fix one Bhav and do the bhajan.
जिसे कहा जाता है भावमयी
This is called bhavamayi sadhan.
गुरुदेव कहते थे भक्ति
Gurudev used to say,
करने के लिए पहले आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा?
before doing bhakti, you must follow.
गोल डिसाइड करना
You must decide your goal,
है।
first of all.
ये आपके कहाँ पर जाना है?
Where do you want to go? Where do you have to go? Where must you have? You have to fix where you have to go. What is your destination?
इंडिया क्या इंडिया का
For example,
है अमेरिका जाने के लिए इंग्लैंड जाने के लिए आपको टिकट खरीदना पड़ेगा
you need to buy a ticket to go to India. Sorry, to America.
पहले क्या डेस्टिनेशन स्थिर करना पड़ेगा
Or to somewhere. You have to first set the destination. My flight is from where to where. Then you get the ticket, right?
ठीक उसी प्रकार
So in the same way,
क्या करें
in Raganuga-bhakti also, you must fix the goal.
आपको क्या करना है?
What you have to do? What should you do?
लक्ष्य के स्थिर करके फिर
So fix the goal.
साधन में प्रवृत्त हो जाए
Then you can do sadhan. What did I say? Yes. Fix the sadhya, the goal, then you can do the sadhan accordingly.
राधा जी की 10 पद
For example, oh, I want to be the servant of Srimati Radhika, Radha Dasyam. I want to get this position of maid servant of Srimati Radhika.
करना है
I want to get this mood.
ये भाव को प्राप्त करने के लिए
So to attain this mood,
दिखा रहे हैं
you must do sadhan. First, bhavamayi sadhan.
जो मैंने ये मुख्य जो पांच जो
Like I told you, the 5 main moods, Shanta Dasa, Sakhya-bhava or madhurya.
कोई एक भाव
So one of these bhavas,
स्थिर करना
you have to fix in one of these 5.
इसे कहा जाता है भावमयी
This is called bhavamayi sadhan.
भाव संबंध अपने भाव
भाव
के
संबंध।
संबंध जो है उसी प्रकार मंत्र आदि
Means according to
जप आदि करना
the moods, you have to chant the mantra accordingly.
भाव संबंध
The mood you have decided for yourself, right? So bhava sambandha.
और तीसरी
Third
भाव
is
अनुकूल।
bhav
अपने भाव
anukul.
के अनुकूल
Whatever is favorable for your bhav, for your mood,
वस्तु के ग्रहण करना
you have to accept those things.
है। तुलसी माला आदि
For
धारण
example, use tulasi, तुलसी
एकादशी
माला,
आदि पालन
follow Ekadashi,
मंत्र जप
chant
ये
mantra,
समस्त भाव अनुकूल
all these things which are favorable for the bhav.
भाव विरुद्ध
Bhav viruddha.
किसी का जो भाव के प्रतिकूल
भाव
है,
विरुद्ध।
उसको त्याग देना है
Viruddha is something which is against your bhav. You must give it up.
न्यास
For
मुद्रा
example,
आदि
nyas, mudra,
और
or for example,
रुक्मिणी ध्यान
Rukmini
त्याग
dhyan.
देना चाहिए
You have to give up meditation in Rukmini Devi.
हाँ जैसे लोग वो क्या करते हैं अनेक प्रकार जो करते हैं ना है
People, for example,
मुद्रा आदि उसमें लगे जाते हैं
they do so many nyas, mudra stuff.
ये सब त्याग देना चाहिए
You must give up all these things.
कंफ्यूज हो रहा है तुम्हारे न्यास हो जाए
Otherwise,
मुद्रा आदि,
you become
एक
confused.
अनुकूल जो है, उसको ग्रहण करना
Just accept what is favorable for bhakti.
मंत्र आदि जप करने
For example,
के
to
समय
chant mantra.
अंगुली आदि के
So-
द्वारा जो करते हैं उसको ग्रहण होना चाहिए
So, for example, the mudra, when you chant the
उसके भाव मुद्रा में आना
anik, the gayatri, then it's okay because it's like bhav mudra.
करते हैं
But some people are doing mudras like
तो
whimsically, means like
सांस-
independently.
सांस आदि के रोकने के लिए
For example, holding the breath or something like that.
प्राणायाम आदि जो करते
Pranayam, for example, pranayam.
हैं प्राणायाम आदि में वो लग जाती है
People, then you
सारा
be,
दिन उसमें लग जाते
then you stay whole day doing pranayams, this and that. For example,
हैं। तो उससे वो उसे मना करते जा
so this is forbidden.
हैं प्राणायाम आदि करते हैं अथवा क्या बोलते हैं
So-
रेचक आदि वृत्ति के द्वारा ब्रह्म
So
ध्यान आदि में चले
they want to meditate in Brahm or something like that.
इसलिए कहते हैं अन्ना विलासित सुन्न ज्ञान कर्म
That's why Anna Bilashita Shunyam. Jnana Karma Dhyana Vritam.
अनुकूल्यन कृष्णानुसरण भक्ति उत्तम विशेष करके
Especially,
इस वस्तु त्याग देना चाहिए
you have to give up all these things.
रुक्मिणी आदि ध्यान
For example, meditating in
आदि प्रतिकूल
Rukmini.
माना जाता है
This is unfavorable, pratikul.
और भाव अविरुद्ध
Or bhav obirudha.
अविरुद्ध किसी का
What is the meaning of obirudha?
जो अनुकूल भी नहीं है
Something which is not favorable, also not unfavorable, is abirudha. For example,
वो आदि सेवन,
to serve the cows, for example,
ब्राह्मण की सेवन आदि,
serve the brahmanas.
ये सब अनुकूल भी नहीं है,
This is not anukul, not pratikul, not favorable, not unfavorable, it's neutral.
कौन सा? अविरुद्ध,
अविरुद्ध
विरुद्ध नहीं है, और भी न्यूट्रल है,
it's neutral,
अनुकूल भी नहीं है, प्रतिकूल भी नहीं है,
not favorable, not
जैसे
unfavorable.
गो ब्राह्मण आदि
For
सेवन,
example, to serve the cows and the brahmanas.
ये अनुकूल भी नहीं है,
This is not
प्रतिकूल
favorable
भी
and
नहीं
also not unfavorable.
है। रागानुगा-भक्ति में ये भी दिखाया गया।
So we see this in Raganuga-bhakti.
ये 5 प्रकार की
So 5 kinds
भक्ति की
of
साधन,
sadhan of Raganuga-bhakti.
भावमयी,
Bhavamayi, Bhav Sambandhi,
अनुकूल,
Bhav Anukul,
भाव
Bhav
प्रतिकूल,
Pratikul, and Bhav
विरुद्ध।
or Viruddha.
अविरुद्ध माने जो न्यूट्रल
Aviruddha means neutral.
है, ठीक है। आगे की कथा,
So continuing the katha,
प्रभु कहे यो है आगे को हार, राय कहे 10 प्रेम सर्व शब्द सार। महाप्रभु कहने लगे,
Mahaprabhu
और आगे
said,
की कथा में
okay,
श्रवण
tell me
कराइए।
more. Harikatha, tell me more. Tell me further.
तब उस समय राय रामानंद
Then
के
at that moment,
सर्व शब्द
Raya Ramananda said, Dasya Prem is the
10 प्रेम से
goal, highest goal.
यहाँ पर प्रारंभ दिखा रहे हैं।
So here is starting from Dasya Prem.
शांत रस में, शांत रस क्यों नहीं कहा गया? शांत में
Why
सेवा भक्ति नहीं।
hasn't he started in Shantaras?
शांत रस में केवल
Shantaras has
एक
no
ही गुण रहता
tendency
है,
to
क्या?
serve.
अपने
Only one quality in Shantaras. In Shantaras, sorry.
निष्ठा।
Which one? Nishta. Steadiness in your Ishtadeva.
सेवा नहीं है, सेवा वृत्ति नहीं,
There is no tendency to serve.
ममताहीन,
No mamata.
नहीं रहता है। ममता से ही तो सेवा वृत्ति होती है।
The possessiveness, mamata, brings the tendency to serve.
सेवा वृत्ति दो वस्तु पर निर्भर करता
Seva
है।
vritti depends on 2 things.
एक है
One
संबंध,
is the sambandha, relationship, and another one is mamata, possessiveness.
संबंध के अनुसार सेवा वृत्ति होती है।
So you have the tendency to serve seva vritti according to the sambandha, relationship.
संसार में हम रहते हैं, जिसके
For
साथ
example,
जैसे संबंध
we
है,
stay in this material world
संबंध के
and have relationship
सेवा होती
with those persons,
है।
of those we stay together, and we will serve accordingly. For example, mother, father, we stay with our family members, this and that. So we have some relationship with each other,
सेवा करते हैं।
and we'll serve them accordingly.
पुत्र के साथ
For example, which relationship you have with your son? Vatsala sambandha. Relationship of mother.
पुत्र की सेवा आदि होती
Then you serve your son accordingly.
है। सखाओं के साथ सख्य भाव से
With your friends, you serve them in the friendship mode.
दासों के साथ दास्य भाव से
Dasya,
दिखा दे।
servant, has a special mode of service.
सेवा भी उसी प्रकार करते हैं, संबंध के अनुसार।
So service is according to the
और वो
relationship.
सेवा की फिर कहते हैं क्या? ममता युक्त सेवा होनी चाहिए,
So you have to serve with possessiveness.
है? ममता होनी चाहिए।
For the service, mamata, possessiveness should be there. And the possessiveness will come according to the sambandha again.
ममता भी 2 प्रकार की होता है।
There are 2 kinds of mamata, possessiveness.
मध्यस्थ भाव, एक तद्यत
Madhyata bhav and tadyata bhav.
ये मेरा है, मैं
He is
उनका
mine and I'm his.
हूँ। एक तद्यत भाव और एक
So madhyata bhav and
मध्यस्थ भाव।
tadyata bhav.
समझ में आया?
Do you understand?
सेवा की वृत्ति,
Tendency to serve.
इसलिए दास्य भाव से दिखा।
So dasya bhav.
क्या होता है? ममता आता है।
So in dasya bhav, you have mamata, possessiveness.
जैसे हनुमान की उदाहरण दिया
For example, the example of Hanuman.
हनुमान ये उदाहरण दिखा रहे हैं। हनुमान
Hanuman is the practical example
शुद्ध दास
of Shuddha Dasya,
हनुमान में दिखा,
pure servitor mood.
इसलिए कह रहे हैं जन्नाम सुतिमात्रेण पुमानो भवति निर्मलः तस्य तीर्थपद किंबा दस नाम अवशिष्यते। जिसके नाम श्रवण से, जिनके नाम श्रवण मात्र से ही
by hearing his name,
जीव निर्मल होता है, वो
the jiva becomes pure.
भगवान के जो दास, वह दास पद प्राप्त करके,
so those who are servants of Bhagavan, they attain everything.
मैं भगवान के दास हूँ.
I am the servant of Bhagavan. Das means servant.
ये विश्वास हो जाए तो
if you have this kind of faith, then you get everything.
जीव कृष्ण दास ये विश्वास कर ले तो यार सब कुछ हो जाता है. जीव स्वरूप होता क्या है? कृष्ण के
The nature of the soul
दास.
to be the servant of Lord. Das means servant. Seva vritti.
आप वात्सल रस के हो अथवा माधुर्य रस के,
whether Vatsala ras or madhurya-rasa, they all have service mode.
दास्य रस में संभ्रम सेवा रहता है.
In Dasaras, the service is with awe and reverence, and in Madhurya,
अच्छी बात बताएं.
the service is with intimacy.
तस्य तीर्थ पद के बाद दास नाम अवशिष्यते. अद्वैतवादी लोग दास नाम सुनना नहीं चाहते.
The Advaitavadis, they don't want to hear about
अद्वैतवादी लोग
service or become servant. They don't like it.
दास सुनना नहीं चाहते. क्या बनना चाहते हैं?
They want to become what?
अपने को सेवक, अपने को सेव्य बनना चाहते हैं.
They want to be the servants.
मैं ब्रह्म.
Like I am Brahma, you know.
अल्प है नो नामनीय कृष्णदास नाम, अल्प भाग्य दास नहीं करें भगवान. चैतन्य भागवत वृंदावन दास.
Chaitanya Bhakti Vrindavan Das Thakur wrote.
अल्प है नो नामनीय कृष्णदास नाम. ये सामान्य नहीं है. ब्रह्मा आदि बड़े बड़े देवता लोग भी.
It's not ordinary thing to become the servants of Bhagavan. Even Brahma and great demigods, they are eager to become the servants of Krishna. So it's
लास्ट में क्या लिखाते हैं?
in the back, in the end of all of our names, we have written Das or Dasi. So it's actually a matter of great good fortune to become the servant of Lord. Krishna Das, Govinda Das. We are the servants of Govinda. We are the servants of Krishna. Radha Dasi. We are not Radha. We are the servants of Srimati Radha. Made servants of Srimati Radha. Look how beautiful, how pretty. Brahma and great demigods, they are also eager to be the servants of Lord. Those who have little sukriti, they are not accepted by Bhagavan as servants. God does not accept them as servants, those who have less sukriti. So it's actually a matter of great good fortune to become the servant of Lord. Means Bhagavan, he is my Prabhu, my Lord. I am his sevak or sevika, servants. So here is written that first I have to establish the sambandha, the relationship. Then according to the sambandha, the relationship, serve with possessiveness. So how should be the service? With possessiveness. Yeah, because this is the actually definition of prem. You have to have one pointed possessiveness. Even when the cow gives birth to the baby calf, the cow has so much possessiveness to the calf. The cow starts licking the baby calf with its tongue, you know. Look how much mamata possessiveness the cow has. And cow is thinking, he's my son. And then nobody can come near the calf. And even the cow is like pushing everyone away with its hoods. Not hoods, sorry. Not hoods, what is the name? Horns. Means the cow has possessiveness. This is my baby calf. Prabhu Mahaprabhu said, this is it. Tell me more. Tell me further. Raya Ramananda said, sakhya-prema is the essence of all the goals. Mahaprabhu became so pleased and said, please, tell me more. Then, at that moment, Raya Ramananda spoke about the love of the sakhas. In Vaidhi-marga there is sakhya-prema, and in Raga-marga also, Raganuga-bhakti also. For example, Sugriv, they have sakhya-prema. They are friends with Bhagavan or not? Yes. When they did this friendship? After Sita was kidnapped, Bhagavan Ramachandra, he met Sugriv. In which mountain? The mountain name was Vishwamukh Parvat. And then there, Bhagavan and Sugriv, they met. First they met Hanuman. Then he made friendships with Sugriv. Sugriv made friendships with Bhagavan, and even the fire was like evidence of their friendship. Even though they were friends, the opulence mood was there. Opulence mood was also there. They were friends, yes, but with this opulence mood. Ramachandra is Bhagavan. This is called Aishwarya Yukta Sakhya. Sorry. They have opulence mood. But Vishramba Sakhya, intimate friendship, we see, for example, Subhav Shridham, they just climb on the shoulder of Krishna. They climb on the shoulder of Krishna, and Krishna climbs on their shoulder. They give their own remnants to Krishna. Sugriv, this kind of devotees, they don't give their remnants. Even they are afraid of touching their feet in Bhagavan. Like they are always afraid of, like they will hug him, but from far, from up. Like they will, even like their necks will touch Bhagavan's necks, like a hug, right? But with awe and reverence, afraid that they might touch his feet. Like this. So in sakhya-prema also, Aishwarya Yukta and madhurya-rasa. Devaki-Vasudeva see Krishna as son, yes. But they think, yeah, he's my son, but he's Bhagavan Vishnu. Because in the jail of Kamsa, he gave darshan and said, hey Devaki-Vasudeva, see my form. For 3 births you performed hard austerities. I am that same. So before you were preached in Sutapa, then Kashyap and Aditi, and in the 3rd birth, Devaki and Vasudeva, you have come. So Bhagavan gave darshan to them with 4 arms in the jail of Kamsa. That's why Devaki and Vasudeva, they believe Krishna is their son, yes, but they have opulence mood. Jiva Goswami also wrote one thing more. Actually, Devaki and Vasudeva, they never say, touch my feet. Actually, when Krishna and Balaram, they went to touch Devaki and Vasudeva's feet, they would forbid them. Don't do. They wouldn't allow them to touch their feet. So they have opulence mood with their parental mood. Not pure, but Nanda Jashoda, they were giving their blessings and putting their own foot dust on the head of Krishna and Balaram. Just like a mother and father. They give blessings to their sons and daughters. In the same way, Nanda and Jashoda, they also would give blessing to Krishna. Every day, Krishna would wake up. Krishna Balaram every day. Waking up early. They would touch the feet of Nanda Yashoda. Nanda Yashoda would give blessings to them. Actually, this is Indian culture, but slowly, slowly the Indian culture is being hidden. We are just following the Western culture. Even we don't call parents mata, pita. We're calling them mom, mommy. So you are calling your mother mommy, she will become a mummy. You know the mummies in Egypt? The mummies, mummies, I don't know, mummies. Keeping the dead bodies protected for not the decomposing. Mummies. We don't call mata, pita, or my mother, father, with respect. We don't say mata Shri or pita Shri, we don't call them. We call mother mummy. Later from mummy, then we start calling mom. Because who can say so much? Mata Shri, we don't have time to long words, we want to speak short. Pita Shri also, we don't call our father Pita Shri, we call him dad. Dad, so means he's a dad. Daddy. Not even daddy, we just say dad. Dad means what? Your father died. He's dead. Dead. So look at what is happening with the culture nowadays. Because in whatever people, we're proud of what we learn in the Western culture, right? Whoa, we are so much civilized. If you don't say English, if you don't speak English, so this is useless. Like there's no English terms. This is useless. But if English, if the person speaks English, like oh, then he's very learned and scholar, huh? In which school did you study? English medium school or Hindi medium? Hindi is our mother language, but this is useless. You should study in English medium school. Like have to study in a school which teaches in English. If the person speaks fluently in English, oh, this is very nice. Look what slowly it's happening. In the Indian culture, we are forgetting the Indian culture. Even we are not even studying Sanskrit in the schools anymore. It's called a dead language nowadays. Oh, come on. Because actually, if we don't study Sanskrit, we cannot understand the Indian culture. Actually, the Vedas, Puranas, all of them, they are written in Sanskrit. Bhagavatam also, the books of our Goswamis, they're all written in Sanskrit words, Sanskrit language. But because of great good fortune, this is all things are going on. We are not studying Sanskrit, we are not teaching Sanskrit anymore. Do you understand? Look. Even a Muslim person, they learn Arab, and they have to learn all these language because of the scriptures of the Islamism, the Muslims. But we are Hindus, we are not studying like our language, and we're not teaching it. Such a matter of so sad. That's why people slowly they're becoming atheists. That's why people are becoming atheists. So they're quarreling. So this was a Shiv temple or like a mosque, no, from the Muslims, or so much quarrel. Actually, first of all, like why quarreling because of a temple? Actually, we should just wake up the Sanskrit language. We're not waking up the Sanskrit language. Then we're quarreling because of a temple. Gurudev is referring to something, I don't know exactly what about, but I am not against what I want to say. Maybe something was going on in India, Gurudev is referring to. So we don't need to quarrel because of the temple, we just need to learn Sanskrit.
प्राथमिकता दिया जाए.
We have to teach Sanskrit, and Sanskrit should be priority.
तब तो लोग आगे देखेंगे.
Then,
यहाँ पर क्या था नहीं.
then later people will be able to see, oh, what was here, what was not here.
बात ये सही है कि नहीं?
This is true or not?
हाँ? वास्तविक सत्य नहीं है.
This is true.
नहीं पढ़े
Those
जाए.
who don't, like if Sanskrit is not being taught, slowly we forget our own culture. We'll forget
में कैसे प्रवेश करना है,
how to enter the temple,
कैसे आचरण करना
how
है,
to behave in the temple, all these things.
बड़ों को कैसे सम्मान करना, आदर
How to honor the superiors, for example.
आज
Understand?
मैं अभी लंदन में था ना,
I was in London.
बहुत अच्छा लगा.
I liked it so much.
पर स्कूल में गए.
I went to one school
नाम
there.
था?
What is the name of the
Avanta?
school? Avanta? What?
अरे, वो तो सो रहा है.
He's sleeping.
कोई महात्मा.
Oh, great soul.
The school.
What is the name of the school we've been in London?
हाँ? देखो स्कूल में सब छोटे 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 बच्चों
In the
को
school, all the small
पढ़ाया
kids,
जाता है, सिखाया जाता है.
they were being taught,
टीचर्स भी रखा गया, अच्छी है.
I think maybe Sanskrit, I don't know. So the teachers also there, very nice.
हाँ? यहाँ तक भी देखो
Not only that.
ये होते हैं ना जूता के खोल करके
Even they had to take out
वो बाहर आ
the shoes before entering that school. Very
प्रसाद
nice.
भी पाते हैं.
Even they used to take prasad also in that school. Not wearing shoes.
सबके जमीन पर बैठा करके
Everybody was sitting on the floor to eat, take prasad in that school also.
450-500 बच्चे
Like maybe 450 or 500 students from 1st to 11th grade.
ऐसे समस्त सिखाया जाता है. अच्छा है.
Very nice. Very
पसंद
nice.
से नहीं है.
Very nice. Like very, you should glorify it. It's really nice what they're doing, their initiative.
सब प्रकार की लोग हैं. वास्तविक सत्य
This is true.
है. क्लास आरंभ होने के पहले है, सब भगवान की स्तुति आदि
Before the beginning of the class, they were praying to Lord.
देख
We went in all the classrooms of the school. We saw.
क्लास में गौर नित्यानंद की
They also had the temple of Gaura-Nityananda, a small temple in all the classrooms.
प्रार्थना आदि करके फिर
So they first used to pray to Lord, then start the classes.
हमारे भारतवर्ष में ऐसे ही
But in India, we don't see schools like this kind of teachings.
इसलिए बच्चा क्या सब बिगड़ते जाते
That's how the kids, they're all getting spoiled nowadays. Like they're like the generations being spoiled, becoming atheists.
हैं. आप अपने घरे बच्चों को एक दिन सिखाते फिर वो बाहर जाकर तो बिगड़
Because you teach something to your kid in your house, then he'll go outside and he'll
जिस स्कूल में आप
be
भर्ती
like
करके उस स्कूल
lost
के यदि
in the
ऐसे
society, you
आचरण
know.
हो, तब उसमें संस्कार पड़ता है.
But if in the school there's also a good behavior, like taught in the school, then the kid, the children will also have good samskaras. So not only in the house, but in the school also. This is very good.
ये वास्तव रूप
I was
में
very happy,
ऐसा
I saw.
इंडिया में
Actually,
सब जगह में सब स्कूल में होनी
in
चाहिए.
India, all schools should be just like that we saw in London, that same style.
हैं? गुरुकुल सिस्टम होनी चाहिए.
The system of Gurukul.
हैं? कृष्णावंतम स्कूल के नाम.
The name of the school was Krishna Vantam. I liked so much.
किंतु जो बोले कौन सुने.
But we're speaking these truths. Who wants to hear them?
दिल्ली में समस्त शहर में सब जगह में होनी
In
चाहिए.
Delhi, in all the cities, should be like this.
प्रभु कहे हाँ आगे चले.
Okay, let's continue.
प्रभु कहे यह कुछ सख्य प्रेम के बाद इत्थं सतं ब्रह्म सुखानुभुत्तं दशंगतानां परदैवतेन मायाश्रितानां नरदारकेन सार्धं विजरहो कृतपूर्णपुञ्जा. सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद
Srila Goswami Pad
सुनाने लगे.
told Parikshit Maharaj about sakhya-prema in this verse. People meditate in Jnana Marg to get this happiness of Brahma. The devotees of Dasaras, they serve Bhagavan in this mood. Those who are deluded by Maya, they don't think God is God. Like they see Krishna's form and they don't think he is God. Those jivas who are deluded by Maya, what do? They think Bhagavan is an ordinary person. In the Gita, Bhagavan said, those who are fallen persons, they think, I am a normal human being. Those who have the knowledge covered by Maya, because of Maya, their intelligence is destroyed. So they think Bhagavan is a normal person. 4 kinds of people, they do bhajan of Lord, and 4 kinds of people cannot do bhajan. Gita clearly explains, Bhagavan explains in the Gita. If any person has Sukriti from previous lives, if the person has Sukriti, then the person will do my bhajan, worship to me. If they have Sukriti, this Arto, Artati, Jignasu, this kind of person, like this, those who are suffering, those who want money, those who are inquisitive, those who are Gyanis, they will do bhajan if they have Sukriti. And another verse explains that 4 kinds of people, they will never do bhajan. 4 kinds of people will not do. Because their intelligence is covered by Maya, contaminated by Maya, lost. Those who are sinner, those who are foolish. Mura means foolish people, they have no knowledge at all. Papatmika means those who have their heart contaminated by sinful activities. Kutarkik. But the verse of the Gita is there. Do you remember the verse? 4 kinds of people, they cannot do bhajan. What are they? Mura, Papatma, and another one missing. We didn't say it. Look. But look the friends of Krishna, like Subhav Sridham, how they have so much love and affection towards Krishna. They climb on his shoulder, Krishna climbs on his shoulders. They give their own remnants to Krishna. They feed Krishna their own remnants. Like Subhav Sridham. So beautiful. They climb on Krishna's shoulders. Krishna climbs on their shoulder. They say, who is higher? We are higher than you, they say. Subhav Sridham says, Krishna, your father has only 900,000 cows, but my father, he has 1,100,000 cows, so I am bigger than you. And better than you. Sometimes Krishna is defeated in the game. Sometimes he wins, sometimes he loses. Because games are like this. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This is game. These are games all about. Even in madhurya-prema we see this. Radha and Krishna sometimes they have some, what is the name? That thing. Like wrestling.
कृष्ण कहते हैं देखो मैं मेरे
Krishna says, look how I'm strong. I'm so strong, I'll defeat everyone. And Sakhya say, what? Nothing.
हमारी आंखों की पलक पड़ने तुम तो गिर जाओगे बोले है
Just in the blink of an eye, you'll be defeated. Krishna says, oh, yeah.
तो राधा जी बोले हमारे पक्ष में राधा जी
Then Sakhya say, Srimati Radhika is in our group.
कुश्ती
She'll fight with you.
सुबल सुदाम बोले ठीक है हमारे
Subal Sudam say, okay, Krishna will represent us.
लड़ेंगे बस राधा and कृष्ण दोनों
So Radha and Krishna, both of them,
कुश्ती कर
they were like fighting.
देखते देखते श्रीमती राधिका कृष्ण की क्या की
Then Srimati Radhika,
पछाड़ दिया
suddenly she defeated Krishna. But even but Krishna didn't want to accept.
नहीं नहीं
Krishna was defeated and he was like, no, no, I was not defeated. Why?
अरे तुम तो जमीन पर तो लेटे हुए
You were
बस जमीन तो लेटा तो
You are on the ground. You are defeated. But Krishna said, doesn't matter. My nose is up, so actually I won. Those whose nose are up, they won. They won. Those whose nose is down, they lost. Krishna says, isn't it? Otherwise, you can just cut someone's nose and finish, right? Actually, the nose represents the beauty of the face. Actually, like shows the beauty of the face. The more the nose is high of someone, the more beauty the person is, more beautiful. So the beauty of the face depends on the nose. So there's an expression, like show your nose in the society. Like if your nose is down, then everything's finished. Some expression. People say like this in Hindi, some expression. That's why Bhagavan cut off the nose of Surpanakha. Krishna is saying. Gopis say, oh, you were defeated. Krishna said, I defeated. Oh, Radhaji has defeated you. Sakhi say. That's why you're falling on the ground. Krishna say, no, I didn't lose because look, my nose is up. Because Srimati Radhika is on top of Krishna, so her nose is down, right? So, but Krishna says, oh, actually my nose is up, I've won. Even though he lost, he does not accept his defeat. This is Krishna. Look. This kind of prema lila is going on. In sakhya-rasa, of course, but even in madhurya-rasa also. In Radha Kunda, Radha Krishna, they said, okay, let's do a competition today. Which kind of competition? Like swimming competition. How do you call it? Terna means swimming.
भाई ये भी हाथ की वो ये होना चाहिए ना सब कठिन होनी चाहिए माने सब ये होना चाहिए.
So you must have like a strong
ताकत होना चाहिए.
Muscles, strength to swim, Takes energy to do that.
सखाओं के पक्ष से कृष्ण.
So Krishna was representing the sakhas and Srimati Radhika representing the sakhis. In the Radha Kunda they were having the competition. Lalita Devi, she was the referee. She was the referee. So each one went in their own track for the swimming competition. All the sakhis, they saw that Srimati Radhika was actually winning. She was in front, like she was ahead, and Krishna was in the back, like he was losing the race of swimming competition. All the friends were like, oh, friends of Srimati Radhika, oh, Jai Ho, Shri Radhe, Jai Ho. So nice, you're winning. Should I tell the ends or not? Who won in the ends? Who won? Look. All the sakhis, they saw that Srimati Radhika, she was winning, and they were clapping, Jai Shri Radhe.
Krishna
was in the back.
इतने समय राधा जी सिर के नीचा कर देते और पानी के नीचे चली और कृष्ण छलांग लगाते हुए आगे
Then
चले गए।
suddenly Shrimati Radhika just like
कृष्ण जीत गया, सारा
she
लोग
sunk in the water,
ताली देने लगे।
and then Krishna overtook and he won. And all the friends of Krishna clapped for him.
आगे चली, पीछे क्यों सिर नीचे क्यों कर दी?
So, okay, why did you...
तो राधा जी कहने लगी,
Friends of Shrimati Radhika asked, why did you sink in the water? Then she said, oh my friends,
जब मैं
tell you one thing.
आगे मैं चल रही थी, मैं तैरते हुए पीछे घूम करके देखा,
I was winning, this is
राधा
true,
जी कृष्ण
but
मुझे
then
ये कह रही है,
I
कि
looked
राधे,
and I
तुम
saw,
अक्सर
oh,
जीत जाते हो, क्योंकि एक तो
I
चांस
looked behind and I saw that Krishna in his face, he was saying, like he was feeling, oh Radha, you always win, please at least give me a chance for once for me to win.
नीचे गुता लगा, नीचे चले।
That's why Shrimati Radhika, purposely, she just sank in the water. You know, Shrimati Radhika's name is Radha exactly like because of this. She fulfills all the desires of Krishna, that's why her name is Radha. You know?
देवी कृष्ण में भक्ता राधिका पर देवता, ये राधा जो नाम की इसलिए कि महिमा हमारे कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी,
Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in the Chaitanya Charitamrita explains the glories of the name of Shrimati Radha.
कृष्ण वांछा पूर्ति करे आराधन, अतएव राधिका नाम पुराने वक्त, कृष्ण की जो इच्छा है,
Desires of Krishna she fulfills.
आज कृष्ण के क्या इच्छा हुई?
Like what is the desire Krishna has today?
क्या बोल रहे हैं? खेलने, तैरने की जगह?
Oh, Krishna wants to win the swimming competition.
तैराकी, चलो जो बोलते हैं, अच्छा, हैं? संतरण, हैं? तो कृष्ण मानव करने लगे, राधा जी तुम हर रोज जीत जाती हो।
And Krishna said, I was thinking, Shrimati Radhika, you always win, please let me win one day. You always win. And Shrimati Radhika understood what Krishna wanted. That's why she knowingly she just sank in the water and allowed Krishna to overtake and win.
बहुत कुछ ऐसी कथा है, क्या सख्य रस में, क्या वात्सल रस में, क्या माधुर्य रस में,
sakhya-rasa, vatsala-rasa, madhurya-rasa.
समस्त रसों की समावेश किस में?
All the rasas they are where? In madhurya-rasa.
आदि रस, श्रृंगार रस से समस्त रसों की उत्पत्ति बताएगा। जैसे गंगोत्री से गंगा,
just like from Gangotri, the spring of the Ganges, so many streams of the Ganges is coming. So all the rasas in the same way come from madhurya-rasa.
ठीक उसी प्रकार समस्त रसों की उद्गम समझते कि
the source of all the rasas is shringarasa.
यहाँ तक भी संत, दास, सख्य, वात्सल्य, माधुर्य समस्त रसों के द्वारा सेवा होती है। श्रृंगार रस क्या होता है?
So in shringarasa,
श्रृंगार रस के द्वारा समस्त रसों की पुष्टि,
all the rasas are nourished.
जिस प्रकार समस्त नदियां समुद्र में,
just like all the rivers, all the water of all the rivers, they fall in the ocean and they increase the volume of the water of the ocean. In the same way, all the rasas they culminate in the shringarasa. There is sakhya and parakya rasa. Sakhya and parakya.
sakhya और parakya भी वैशिष्ट्य भी दिखाएगा। सख्य अपेक्षा परक्यत्व की विशेष वैशिष्ट्य दिखाएगा।
So we see the speciality of parakya more than sakhya. But remember, parakya in this world, paramore mode brings you to hell. Will bring you to hell.
उसके सौंदर्य माधुर्य प्रकाशित होता है।
But in the transcendental world, paramore mode is most beautiful. And it doesn't exist in Vaikuntha, not Ayodhya, not Vrindavan, sorry, not Mathura, not Dwarka, only in Braj. Except for Braj, sakhya-bhava doesn't exist anywhere elsewhere. That's why Krishna himself he manifested these rasas in this world. In the transcendental world, these prema rasas, they are so beautiful, transcendental.
ऐसी कथा को सुनकर के इसके हृदय में लोभ उत्पन्न, लुब्ध कौन जाए।
So if you hear this katha and greed comes in your heart.
इसी प्रकार हम भी कृष्ण ब्रजवासी,
Like you think, oh, in the same way, I also want to serve just like the Braja Gopis.
इसे कहते हैं मने मने सिद्ध देह कोरिया भावन रात्रि दिने राधा कृष्ण करो ही सेवन, ये समझ दिखाए। अधिकार भेद से करना चाहिए, नहीं तो अभी आया और क्या बोले मंजरी भाव।
So you need to have some discrimination, otherwise the person just came and you're just speaking to her about Manjari Bhav. No, this is wrong. Like for many days we were speaking only about Siddha Pranali. Siddha Pranali. What Mahaprabhu said about Siddha Pranali? Very easy, very simple. Trinadapi Sunichana is the Siddha Pranali taught by Mahaprabhu. Chanting holy names. How to chant. Rupa Goswami taught. Adushrada Tato Sadhusanga Bhajana Kriya Anartha Nivriti Nishta Ruchi Ashakti Bhav and Prem. So many times we have discussed this. How slowly to develop. In Madhura Kanamini also Vishwanath Chakravarti Pan, he spoke about each stage. What is Shraddha? Bhajana Kriya. Lokik Shraddha, Paramarthika Shraddha. Paramarthika Shraddha has two types. One, Vaidhi Shraddha, Raganuga Shraddha. Bhajana Kriya also. Shraddha then Sadhu Sangha, Lokik Sadhu Sangha, Paramarthika Sadhu Sangha. Many kinds of sadhus are there. All the sadhus are not same. Not all are same. People cannot understand. You hear someone's name, start worshipping the person, or like you just and you think, oh, I'm doing bhakti. People say anything according to their own mind or according to their own whim. Like somebody wrote something, then you think, you hear that, you think that it is even the Bhagavatam and worship that person, this and that. People don't want to understand. Even if you tell 1,000 times, they don't want to hear. This is Maya. Why they don't want to hear? This is Maya. Not everyone will go to the abode of Lord, of course not. But if you follow Shuddha Bhakti, but they don't want, no one wants. They don't want. They want to follow, they will not follow Ekadashi.
इसलिए कह रहे हैं एक होता है लौकिक, हाँ लौकिक, एक लौकिक साधु संग और एक
लौकिक साधु संग, mundane sadhu sangha, and then paramarthik sadhu sangha, spiritual sadhu sangha.
और फिर पारमार्थिक साधु संघ भी दो प्रकार की कहा गया, एक वैधि साधक और एक रागानुगा साधक।
Then by
उनके संग आदि करना,
by the sadhak, Raganuga sadhak. Slowly try to understand all this. Then सजातीय आशा स्निग्ध सतोवर समान भावना विशिष्ट, have to associate with someone in the same mood.
संग आदि करें और उसी भाव प्राप्ति करने के लिए प्रचेष्टा करें।
Try to attain that mood.
साधु भी अनेक प्रकार के होते हैं।
There are many kinds of sadhus.
कर्म मार्ग साधु, ज्ञान मार्ग साधु,
Jnana Marga Sadhu, Bhakti Marga Sadhu, karma margya sadhu, those sadhus who follow the path of karma. Karma-mukhi sukriti. So if you have association of Jnana Marga sadhus, you attain, you collect Jnana Mukhi Sukriti, pious deeds of Jnana. So you get Bhakti Mukhi Sukriti if you associate with the Bhakta devotees, Bhakta Margya sadhus. In Bhaktivinoda Thakur Javadharma he explains this all well, very well. People of this world, they don't want to hear this kind of conceptions. They don't want to hear about the pure behavior. If I tell the truth, people become upset. But if I don't tell the truth, then people never follow real bhakti. People of this world, they're like this. If a place there's like so much kirtan, somebody playing drums and any kata going on, people just gather there like without realizing if that's like real truth and real bhakti or not. Isn't it? You tell me. But follow Shuddha Bhakti. But if there is Shuddha Bhakti, then not so many people will come. If you give pure food to the people, people are not happy. But if you give food with onion garlic, then they are happy. Many people will come and say, "Oh, very nice, huh?" So even with the food, good food like prasadam, people are not. They don't like. This is the influence of Maya, influence of time. Anyway, I'll continue the katha. Yeah, time is up. Now it's 6:30. I'll finish.
Parikshit Maharaj, you have प्रश्न करने लगे.
Parikshit Maharaj, he asked, "Hey Brahman Gurudev, what is the good fortune of Nanda and Jashoda?"
ये कृष्ण उनके पुत्र रूप में प्राप्ति हुई.
They got Krishna as son.
और साक्षात परब्रह्म कृष्ण भगवान है नंद जसोदा के पिता माता कहा करके पुकारने लगे. So Nanda Jashoda called Krishna, and Krishna, God Himself would call him as a mother, father. So what is the good fortune of Nanda Jashoda, of Mother Jashoda? Because she got Krishna as a son. So beautiful. So beautiful verse. Something which is so rare for even Brahma and Shiva. Even Lakshmi Devi couldn't attain it. Mother Jashoda, she has this mood that Krishna himself came as her son. She's so fortunate, and Krishna is sucking her breast. Lord, He gives liberation to all the living entities, but Mother Jashoda bound him, has bound him. So who can deliver us? Bhagavan. By taking His name, all the bondages they are removed. All the bondages, they are open. But now the same Lord, He is bound by the ropes
of his mother, like her mother bound him.
जीवों के छुड़वाते हैं, मुक्त कराते हैं.
He generally opens all the bondage that is are binding all the living entities, but now he's bound himself by his mother. So interesting, isn't it?
Jai Jai Sri Radha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare